They say forbidden things are tempting, but no one tells you how deeply they can unravel you. This is a story not about an affair, but about boundaries shattered, identities lost, and a mother's world turned upside down by the one she trusted most. I'm Elizabeth Parker and for as long as I can remember, I was the dependable wife, the nurturing mother, the steady anchor in my family. I worked, volunteered, kept a warm home, and believed in the promises I built my life around. My husband, Jack was my anchor. 20 years together, steady, comforting, unchanged. We'd adopted Matthew when he was 16, quiet, damaged, in search of a family. We loved him, molded him, watched him grow, and for a while, it felt right. So right, I never saw the warning signs. One evening, I was clearing the kitchen after dinner. Jack was working late, and Matthew had retreated to his room. The silence felt heavy, odd, because we'd filled it with dinner chatter, laughter, shared memories. But now there was nothing. I finished the dishwasher and walked toward his bedroom. The door was cracked. I heard faint music. I knocked gently, no answer. I nudged it open. And froze. There he was, shirt off, jeans undone, his hand between his legs. My heart tried to stop. I didn't move. The scene was wrong in every way, family lines blurred, instinct screaming to escape. Then he turned. Our eyes locked. His face burned red, his hand scrambled away. I should have said I'm sorry before stepping back. I should have screamed at him, shut the door, called Jack. But I didn't. Something in me flickered. I stepped in, closed the door. The room felt alive with a dangerous energy. Matthew looked shocked, ashamed. I stood at the threshold, trembling. "It's okay," I whispered. "No need to apologize." He looked at me, eyes wide, searching. "I can't shake it. I think about you all the time. You care about me like no one else." His voice cracked. Every boundary I held sacred dissolved in that moment. I reached out, brushed his cheek with my fingers. His breath hitched. His lips met mine, soft, urgent. I kissed him back. It was like something frozen inside me melted all at once. He was not my son in that moment, not the boy we'd saved. He was a man, and I realized I saw him as one. I sank into the kiss, torn between guilt, desire, shame, and a thrill I hadn't felt in decades. I ran. I locked myself in our bedroom, replaying the moment over and over. A mistake. A betrayal. A fracture that would never heal. I didn't know. I only knew I couldn't pretend it didn't happen. The days after were a blur of avoiding glances, skirting hallways, pretending nothing changed, inside and out. Matthew kept his distance, his gaze too much yet never enough. Jack sensed it, he always does, but I was too terrified to meet his eyes and too ashamed to speak up. So I muttered excuses and slipped through the house like a ghost. One night, I poured wine to calm the whirl in my head. Matthew came downstairs. He stood in the doorway, voice low, "We need to talk." I stuttered, "We can't. This is wrong." He stepped forward, too close. "It wasn't a mistake. I've loved you since I was a kid. I thought. I hoped loads of false things, blamed myself. But that night, it wasn't just me." My breath caught. Everything inside me surged, guilt, fear, yearning. But before I could speak, the bedroom door slammed, Jack home early, weary face full of concern. Suspicion made me flinch. We froze. Matthew fled upstairs. I rushed to Jack, hugging him, forcing even-voiced calm. Behind closed doors, Jack confronted me. Not accusing, but broken. "What's between you two?" He whispered. I couldn't lie. It happened. I don't know how or why. Silence crushed us. He left that night, returning to a hotel, a father overwhelmed by grief I'd birthed. Divorce came fast. Jack took the house, the dog, the memories. I stayed in the mess I'd made, my world reduced to empty rooms and unspoken regrets. Matthew moved out, got a job, his eyes distant and hard. We saw each other sometimes, awkward, regretful, lost. We never kissed again, but the tension remained, a wound that never healed. I wanted to salvage something. But what was there to save? One evening, I found a box of old wedding photos. Jack and me, young and in love. I read a note he wrote years ago, "I vow to cherish and honor you forever." I cried until I couldn't feel anything. I whispered into the emptiness, "I'm sorry." Matthew avoided me after that. One night, he said, "You ruined everything." He had a right to hate me. I hated me. But he left without a word more. Now, I live alone. The mistakes I made echo through empty rooms. I think about forgiveness, my own, Jack's, maybe even his someday. But maybe it's too late. Or maybe this is where truth lives, in regret, in heartbreak, in the quiet aftermath of crossing the line you vowed never to approach. I don't have wisdom to offer. No moral. Just this: sometimes, love doesn't mean what you think. Sometimes, the worst truths are the ones whispered inside your own bones. I'm Elizabeth Parker. And this is the cost of seeing and being seen in ways you never intended.